Oh, okay then. Preface.
Girls stay out. Girls stay out. Oh, well, I guess
Rubber
the
clot.
booze is helping. Oi! What? Are you by the river there? What are you doing? And a person with a lantern comes up to you, and it looks like they're in leaf armor with a pike. Pandemic! The apocalypse is nigh! It is nighttime. It is 2 in the morning. You are wearing... And he covers his eyes. No clothes! Civilization. You've found civilization. We have been assaulted by man-bear pigs, giant plants, a praying mantis, a pack of foxes.
Have you leveled up at least?
Twice! They stay out. Do 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 do.
Oh dear lord.
Do 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 river skip and jump.
We could just sleep on the road trip, or we could pull in all nighter. Raging party in the tavern. I must start posting flyers.
You do see a group of people in the corner of the tavern.
I go over. Oh, strangers.
In shady.
So we run us down. What happened and in what order?
I poisoned a water hole.
You did. Now, did you go to the Ranger Society after doing that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just making sure that you weren't supposed to meet the Ranger at 5 a.m. sharp on the night that you woke up everyone at 2 a.m.
No.
Because then literally everyone would be exhausted.
That was the next day.
Okay, so everyone's recovering from a day of terrible sleep. Got it.
Yeah. Everyone's recovering from that day of terrible sleep where they're like, oh, we're gonna die. You didn't die. You just got a little sick. The flu.
Your foreign bacteria from the vomit that is ridden all throughout the southern...
My foreign
part
bacteria, which is data.
Yeah. Foreign data. Have you ever heard of a virus? This is both literal and metaphorical.
Okay.
So it's a virus.
Okay, so I guess the one thing I want to do is... We still don't have health potions. I have 3 fire belly potions. I'm going to the alchemist shop.
Which one?
My favorite one.
Your one?
Yeah.
Okay.
The one that's probably gonna get me killed.
Okay, so when are you doing this? Because remember, it was already nighttime when we left off, and we left off with you trying to chase after the 3 members of the Dark Clan. And
was it nighttime? I thought that was the morning.
No, because remember it was 8:20 p.m.
Oh.
when you rolled for that.
Oh. Well, you know, I'm gonna go to his house anyway, see if he's still
His
open.
house?
Not his house, his business.
Okay, it's his...
I just always assume...
Okay. That they live where they...
Yeah.
In their establishment? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to go to the alchemist shop? It's like 8:30 at night right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some shops are open till 10.
Okay. So you have your town map, so luckily you don't get lost.
Oh wait, they let me leave by myself?
No. Well, no, everyone was with you. They were all standing outside, remember?
Oh.
Because you're like, stop those people.
Stop those people! I have no idea.
Everyone went in and perception checked, and everyone rolled really low.
Yeah.
And then the last thing, and we closed off on a paper crane floating down from the sky, and you caught it, and you should write that in your inventory that you found it.
I'm blowing my nose. Give me a second. That's my new battle cry.
It is no longer I need to pee, it's I'm blowing my nose.
Yeah.
Majestic.
I'm gonna blow.
I'm gonna blow! Okay, so, yes, did you write down your paper crane in your inventory?
I'm doing it right now.
Alright,
Thank you.
What did you name it again?
Kevin.
Okay, you named it Kevin.
Kevin, he's my navigator.
Okay, Kevin, your navigator.
I actually have a paper crane in my car named Kevin.
I thought it was named Carl, but that's besides the point.
Oh, I changed his name like 5 times.
Why do you change his name? I gave him to you and I told you he was Carl.
That's your father's name.
Your point?
I don't want your father's.
He's a wonderful navigator.
Kevin.
Okay, Kevin's one of my friends from school. You think he's a better navigator?
Great. I'm gonna call Kevin.
Okay.
Later.
And be like, I need you to navigate me. Northwest, east, or south.
We should just have phone a friend. I don't know what direction to go. Phone a friend.
Phone a friend. You literally calls Kevin. Okay, I mean, if that's what you want to do with your life.
Okay,
so you are attempting to go to the alchemist shop at 8:30 p.m.
I look at everyone else and I ask them what they need to prepare for, because we have to do this at 5 a.m.
Did you end up convincing the boys to come with you?
Yeah, I thought I did. I was like, are you coming? Do you want me to double check with them?
So,
are you guys actually coming?
Well, I mean, it's already pretty late, and we would have to get to sleep soon, and I mean, the arm wrestling competition just started. Well, I mean, it also just ended because everyone lost really badly. But
I grabbed my elbow where it's still sore from the bruise.
I mean, I guess.
Okay.
So Grog's in. Clyde will tag along reluctantly because he has nothing better to do with his life.
What do you mean reluctantly?
He's got nothing better to do with his life.
I look at him like, really? Not even if I allowed us all to have a cuddle puddle?
These were not part of the initial agreements.
I said I'd allow it.
Which means it's going to happen. And he winks at you.
Sure. We'll say that.
Okay. So he's in.
I'm
so
glad to see he's back to normal.
I'm pretty sure everyone already went to the alchemist shop and bought what they needed. If you do remember.
Oh, what did you guys get?
What do you mean? We got healing kits, like salves and bandages that will give us bonuses on our heal checks if anyone's bleeding.
Oh.
You know, we went to the standard alchemist shop and bought useful things.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, but the metal's pretty cool. It's pretty metallic.
Grog is blinking aimlessly. Crystal's like chasing a butterfly right now, and Clyde's just shaking his head in disappointment at your puns.
And here I thought you'd butter me up like I butter my bread. And I just start walking to the alchemist shop. I'm going to the alchemist. If you want to follow me, you can. Otherwise, you know where I'm going.
Okay, Clyde will follow you. Okay. I guess if you need a babysitter.
I don't really need a babysitter.
Recent events would dictate otherwise.
We don't need to discuss these things. Say no more. Come along.
Okay.
I go to the alchemist shop. Is he open?
And
He's unconventional. I would assume he would be open.
Okay. So, you look at the sign and it says closed, and then there's a little note. This store hours. We open at 5:30 a.m., close at 10:30 for lunch, open back up at 3 p.m., are open till 7, and then we're open between the hours of 2 and 3 a.m.
I bang on the door.
Okay.
You're rolling tiny dice. It's a 19.
Okay, there's no response.
Really?
But you do hear some shouting from across the street. I slept terribly last night. Don't be making a ruckus.
You're like, wait, who was that?
You look across to this other side of the street, and you see a groggily half-dressed elf yelling out of his bedroom window, from what you presume.
Is that the guard?
It is not the same guard. But it is an angry townfolk, because remember, they alerted the entire town that the water supply was poisoned last night. At 2 in the morning. And woke everyone up. Everyone's tired.
And?
You're making a loud ruckus by banging on the door across the street.
I peek in the window.
Of the alchemist shop?
Yeah.
It's black. There's no one in there. Dark.
I suppose it would be a bad thing to break in. So we're not gonna do that.
So, come in. You get lost. Poison the town's water supply. And then your next best idea is to break into one of their local stores?
I just said we're not going to do that.
Yes, it would be a bad idea.
Well, geez, Mr. Sassy Pants. Bye. I curtly turn and I walk back towards the tavern. Staying at.
And he snaps. And he goes with his classic catchphrase. You look as good going as you do coming.
I don't know whether
and he follows after you.
I don't know if I'm in the mood for that, Clyde. I don't know. I feel like you're just kind of slowly digging this hole. A deeper each time you open your mouth.
If that was true, I'd already be my way to China.
Aren't you already?
Well past it.
You're in the moon. Aim for the moon, darling. Aim for the moon. Alright. I guess I just go back to my room.
So,
as long as he doesn't follow me in.
No. If you head back to the tavern, everyone's going to go to bed for the night then?
I assume.
Okay, yeah. Everyone realizes that they need to wake up moderately early tomorrow morning.
I face-planned into my covers.
Okay. You do take off? You do anything to get prepared? Do you get out of your armor?
I never had my armor on.
What were you
wearing?
Wet. What are you wearing right now?
I'm pretty sure I was wearing... Did I put my armor back on?
I'm pretty sure you told me you took off your silken dress and put back on your
and it's still all wet.
I'd
still... Yeah. All wet. I take it off and I just sleep in the nude.
Okay, you do that again. Wonderful.
It was easier. The dress has got grass stains on it. It's dirty now.
I mean, you were complimented on the earthy tones by Franny.
Yeah, but wasn't good enough.
Was it good enough for you and your standards? Okay, well, everyone's going to go to sleep. Let's see how everyone rests. Okay. Do you wake up in time?
Do I?
Yeah.
What was the roll you want me to make?
I mean, I would just fortitude save to see if you oversleep.
I mean, are highs good or highs bad?
Highs good. What do you have?
24.
Yeah, you're good. So you get up a little early. It's like 4:45 because you want to be able to make your way over to the Hunter's Lounge because you're told to meet him there at 5.
Okay.
All right.
I get up. I do some stretch exercises.
Okay. Did you do your nudist stretches? You're doing nudist yoga right now.
No, I have underwear on at least.
Oh, okay.
I say I sleep in the nude. That means I have underwear on.
What are you getting dressed in? Are you putting on your silken dress or?
I put on my my normal clothes, my like jerkin and
Jerkin?
I don't know.
What the heck's a jerkin?
It's like a type of tunic.
Okay.
I think.
You think?
I could be wrong.
You probably are.
Okay, you know what? Licentious.
That's not the time for this. There are no clear licentious breads to be had.
It's my licentious bread. Okay.
Someone's gonna look that up now and wonder why. That's all they're gonna wonder is why. So do you get dressed in your
yes.
your armor and everything?
I dress into my armor.
Wonderful. So you're all prepared and you're walking out the door, and you see everyone's just basically waiting outside their rooms. Grog's kind of like dozing off, and Crystal keeps like hitting him on the head, like, "Wake up, big guy! It's time for an adventure! We're going back out."
Oh crap! I need to feed my wolf.
And Clyde is standing there, like, leaning up against his door with his head down, and he's kind of snoring right now, and he's kind of just leaning up against his bow.
Oh wow, it's like you in real life. Okay. I throw in Chia a piece of meat, and I throw it right under, like, Clyde's body.
Unfortunately, your wolf is, rather ginger in its approach, and
for once in his life
barely brushes up against Clyde, and Clyde is still fast asleep. But underneath him, you hear.
Oh, great! I go up to close to Clyde's ear. Good morning. It's time to get up, and I smack him really hard on the cheek.
The clock bucket can wait 5 minutes, Mom!
Do I look like your mother?
No, but you slap like her. It's a compliment, too. She's got an arm on her.
They say that boys look for same qualities in their... Never mind. Never mind. I just walk away from that conversation. What was that?
Oh, I think he said that we're going to be leaving the tavern, going to the Rangers Society, meeting the guy out there, and we're going to go in the forest and go hunting for some apples.
You liar! You do speak another language. You speak yawn.
I'm a guy. We can translate.
Okay. So yes, we're going to go meet the ranger at specified location X.
Why are you sounding so technical? We just need to go to the Rangers Society.
Yeah.
You forget what it was called?
No.
Are you sure? You
No.
forgot what it was
I
called.
remember what it's called.
That was a really low save. You rolled a 3. I don't want to hear it.
I forget what it was called. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I'm bad with names.
don't worry. We have a map, and I know what it's called, and I've got a really great point of view, because Grog is taller than the elves. Ha
And I just kind of mumble under my breath. I only remember the names of people and things that I like.
You remember the name of bread because you
bread because I like.
Because I need to be able to ask for it. You know bread in every language.
I need to know bread. I do. I know English, French, Japanese, Elven, Common, and Fey. I don't know every language. Dang it, I need to work on this.
You need to work on this, so you could just... No, I
Screw putting points into all my other...
If you want to go to the library and learn how to say bread in every language, I will allow this.
Fun. N-A, that's fun.
Good job. So you all head out, and you make your way to the Ranger Society, and you see standing there, still in leaf armor, but there's a tall gentleman with a cloak, and his silver hair is kind of falling out of from under his hood, and he's standing very proper and tall with a bow and a sword at his side, and he's holding a lantern and waiting, because it is still dark out.
Oh, I stand as erect as he is. And I take on the proper posture of what an elf, I guess, should be. Instead of, your normal slouching. I don't slouch. I actually stand up very straight. It's just that I'm sitting right now and I'm slouching.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so, and he says... Wait, I'm trying to remember what his voice was now. Kind of Cockney. Little British.
Cockney. It was like more Scottish than anything.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit high of Scotland.
That's kind of what I default to that.
I know.
I'm used to it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Alright. Well, welcome everyone. I'm glad you could make it.
Hi. Good morning.
I see you brought a couple of friends to tag along too.
Yeah, we brought them.
Well, I mean, as long as they don't slow us down too much, it shouldn't be a problem. We'll just have a fun little quick journey out into the forest.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure they will. Looks at Clyde. I'm sure they will.
I don't think it'll be too much of a problem. And I mean, it'll be nice to have the extra hands. I assume, though, that you're probably not going to want to be avoiding any combat because you said you wanted some experience, but I, for one, am looking for a very specific hunt.
What are you looking for specifically? What are we getting today?
And he holds up a poster which shows you that he is specifically looking for a rare elk that is been spotted, and it's supposed to be taller than all of the other elks and have more horns.
Oh, really, Quintin?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Well,
my character's just like, deja vu?
There are a couple of jobs on the job boards. I could also go hunting for a dire bear. It all depends on what we run into.
What color is the elk?
Elk colored? They're generally brown with like white spots and brown and black, and it's normal elk.
Oh, I was going to say.
There have been rumors of a really big one, and it would be a good hunt. And I mean there's no quest actually for the elk, but the elk would bring in good money because you can sell the parts to the tanners and the alchemists and the butcher shop and everything, and then keep the horns as a trophy. But I mean, the bear's been a little bit of a nuisance, but that thing would be a little hard to take down, seeing as it's a rather large creature.
I look at Grok. We have a large creature.
Indeed we do. Top of the morning to you, good fellow. I'm just embracing the Irish people.
They're like, well, I did hot this.
Oh, you were the guy that was arm wrestling everyone last time. And Grog stands up here.
Yeah, I was. Oh, I was at the tavern. I was a self-proclaimed undefeated champion of the town.
Self-proclaimed.
And proclaimed by everyone else, because no one else can beat me, so you know.
I wonder if the bear could beat you.
I'll probably not. I've wrestled a couple of them in my day.
Did you pick up the bear quest?
Yeah, I always carry a couple of quests on me just in case, because you never know what you're going to run into, and it might be convenient. Now, you're only allowed to take so many quests from the quest board, because you can't just take all of the quests and then leave none for anyone else, but it generally is a good idea to pick up a couple just in case you don't run into them.
Sounds like a plan. Alright. I'm ready to head out if you guys are.
Alright, well, so most of the creatures that we're actually going to be looking for, including the slimes that I know you said, are actually going to be deeper in, because you're actually more so on the outer levels of the Forest of Beginnings. But once you actually go deeper, you can actually manage to get into yourself the Enchanted Forest, which is where some of the higher level and more magical creatures tend to be.
Do you know what level they tend to be?
I mean, they could probably compete with a group of your size. A little bit more challenging than what you would have seen on the plains, most likely.
Well, I look at Crystal and Grog. What level are you guys? I never actually asked.
What? We're level 4.
Okay.
I'm a rogue. I am the shadow.
Could have been a good bard, too.
Those don't do anything in this game. When was the last time you heard of a bard being useful?
Tears fall from my eyes. Bards are great. A great class.
Really? Really? Because they can't slay the dragon, they'll just make sure everyone thinks they did.
What if they woo the dragon?
Don't worry. I woo the dragon by gouging its eyes out with my daggers.
I don't think that's what wooing is.
That's my definition of woo.
Woo! Alright, I'm ready.
And I'm a level 4 as well.
Okay. I'm ready to head out.
Alright. So Crystal hops on Grog.
He is a mount!
He is a mount. He meets all of the necessary classifications to be a mount.
I gave you this idea. I
Um,
gave this as an idea.
Do you remember the elf's name?
No, he never gave it to us.
Yes, he did.
Did he?
He said he was Pelias.
Oh, yeah, Pelly.
No, not Peli. So Pelias hops on a horse. Clyde hops on Haku. Both gentlemen are reaching their hand out to you.
Why are they okay.
Whose do you take?
Flip a coin, because at this point I'm just like, it doesn't matter. Odds, Clyde, evens, Pel-pel.
Odds.
I'm going with Pel-pel then, I guess.
Okay, Clyde looks moderately hurt.
Of course he does.
Kind of scoffs and whips, snaps the reins, and Haku starts almost as sassily as his master trotting off.
I mean, he's my species. He's also an NPC, so might be internal thoughts.
So you all start heading deeper east into the forest, and luckily because you have an expert guide on your with you, it's making it a little bit easier to traverse. So you guys don't actually have to make survival checks, and you could spend your time doing other things if you would like.
Okay, I look for mushrooms.
Specifically mushrooms.
Yes, although how am I gonna pick them?
That's a very good question.
Oh, I can have Nichia fetch. Nichia can fetch. That's right. Good boy.
We need to look at the rules of fetch.
I have to specify the object or creature.
We're looking up the rules of the trick.
Fetch is a great ability. It covers like everything I could ever need. He doesn't know stay. He doesn't know come. He knows fetch.
Alright, we're looking
At fetch.
We're looking up fetch. The animal goes and gets something. If you do not point out a specific item, the animal fetches a random object. But I guess, I suppose.
Does it do what I think it does?
I suppose I'd allow it for mushrooms. Be careful. No, you do you.
What do you mean be careful?
Nothing.
Yeah, let me have my phone so I can look.
Oh, yeah, I mean, its fetch is really simple. It just says you specify an object,
Uh-huh.
The animal will go and attempt to grab and return with said object.
Uh-huh.
If you don't specify, it will go and attempt to get a random object in the general vicinity.
I know.
I'm not allowing it. If you were to say, like, fetch a creature, I'm not going to let it be used as an attack. I would say, like, Nichia would try and bite and grab them and drag them back towards you.
Yeah, that's a grapple check.
So he would try to grapple them.
Yeah. Ooh, bury a creature.
You can bury. You can teach him bury.
Ooh, break out.
Yeah, so we can break out of constraints.
And
You get another trick, by the way. You know that, right?
I know, you said I have to train it, but...
I will, if you find one you like, I will say you would have done that within the past couple of days that you've kind of been resting and relaxing.
Animals can use aid another, too.
Yeah, they can. They would have to have the skill that you're attempting for them to aid. But for, like, perception, for example, yeah, it could.
I'll take attack, so we can actually know to attack.
Okay, cool. Alright. Animals already passively, defend their masters. It's just, with the attack trick, you can specify what target you want to attack.
Yeah.
Whereas before, it would be, I would decide.
Yeah.
And I would generally do so by random.
Yeah.
Okay, so you end up moving in deeper and deeper into the forest.
Okay.
Can
I look for mushrooms?
You may look for mushrooms. Now because you are specifically What's your survival?
My survival is a 7, so 20 total.
20 total. It's not that bad. Are there any mushrooms? What are you looking for mushrooms for? Are you looking for like cooking mushrooms, or are you looking for like an alchemical ingredient?
I have no knowledge nature.
Okay.
Mushrooms. I will go to an alchemist and have them appraised.
You find some mushrooms. Are you getting off the horse to pick them up?
No. Nachia, fetch those mushrooms.
Okay, Nachia goes and he grabs those mushrooms. He bites them and and he kind of like pulls them out. He kind of like tilts his head, bites the mushroom, yanks them out of the ground. He pulls you a mushroom.
Good.
And you have one mushroom.
Yes.
It looks like it's like it's hard to explain. It's like got a blue stem, but it's got it's got a brown stem with like blue under frills and a brown cap with some green moss growing on top of it.
Brown.
It's like brown
Blue mush.
Okay, so you have one. Do you want him to get any more? Because there's a small patch. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's gonna continue fetching these. Okay. And he brings you. Let's see how many more is he gonna get. Gets you 2 more.
Okay, so I have a total of 3.
You have a total of 3. And you can kind of see that there's some blue goo on his fangs.
I kind of wipe it away. I use my water skin to flush it out.
Okay. I mean, which one do you want to do? It doesn't matter to me.
I flush it out.
Okay. Okay. He's kind of like lapping at the water as you're trying to like rinse off his teeth. And he ingests some of the fluids.
He'll be fine. He'll probably die of poisoning. It's whatever.
And so you keep on making your way. Now, are you actively attempting to seek encounters as a group? Did you tell your guide to do that? Or are you specifically looking for slimes and his hunt?
We'll look for his hunt and slimes, otherwise it's going to take all night.
Yeah, but you also wanted to come out here to get XP, so that's why I was wondering.
I mean, I can. I would be observing for creatures of potential higher yield.
So you want high CR creatures.
Higher CR, I guess.
Okay, so you inform him that you are looking for some higher CR creatures, slimes, and whatever his hunt is going to be.
We need to level our booties.
You need to get your booties leveled up. Okay.
We didn't eat breakfast.
No, you guys did not eat breakfast. So you guys are making your way through, and you've gotten.
Hey, Pel-pel.
What? I'm sorry, but that's not really my name.
Oh, it's a pet name. Accept it.
I don't really know how comfortable I am with that.
Okay. So, Pel-pel, do you have any alcohol in you?
I don't generally keep that much on me. What do you need it for?
I need it as an antidote to a certain item that I have.
I mean, I have a little bit, but generally I use it for, like, treating wounds just in case.
Oh, believe me. This is also a necessary evil. That could be for treating a wound. I just need to know. Clyde?
Yeah? What do you need?
Do you carry out any alcohol?
Cooking alcohol.
That'll work.
Alright. You need me to give it to you now?
No. Later. Maybe.
Okay.
I will be breathing fire.
Oh, I had that happen to me once. I was,
Wait, I'm asking the wrong people. Wait a second. Grog.
Yeah?
Do you have any cool ale on you?
Cool ale? No. Got the strongest stuff this town sells, and I got like 3 casks of it left. That was gonna be my midnight
What was the
snack.
ale that I got? Was it cool ale?
It was cool ale.
Oh, shoot, I can't just drink any ale, can I?
You could probably try to.
What if it actually turns into flames? That would be bad.
Okay. And you are making your way through, and you do actually manage to stumble across a slime in the first territory that you're in.
Oh my gosh, get it!
Okay, so you guys wish to go into combat?
Yes.
Okay.
We want the slime. We need the drops.
Yeah. Okay, so you're walking through the forest, and there are some trees lining the way.
What do you mean? You don't have to draw it out. You can just describe it.
Why I am, but I'm also drawing it out, so combat things are important. So you and Pelias are riding up on the left-hand side of everyone, and the slime has come right in front of you. And this slime is rather large, by the way. Like, this is the size of a horse, kind of a slime.
Okay.
It's really, really big. And it's kind of just slinking along, and you see it go up, and it eats some flowers, and then you can see the flowers get pulled into its stomach, and they just start dissolving the flowers.
It's basically a giant gelatinous cube. These aren't the slimes I know. And I say that, these aren't the slimes I know. These aren't the slimes I know.
What slimes do you know? These are the only slimes we've got in the magical forest. And the reason why they have healing properties is because of those plants right there that they're eating. Plants are some of its favorite food, and they tend to have healing qualities. But because the slimes ingest so much of them, the slime body has a higher potency of the healing property. So you could arguably gather some of the plants, but it's not going to be as strong as the slime. And the slimes like to eat all of it.
Hey, I mean, ooh, wait. You technically might have solved the problem of lack of health potions. They'd be lower quality, but we could do it.
When I say lower quality, I mean you're healing like a D4.
You know what? A D4 per potion?
You'd have to harvest a lot of flowers and distill all of their nectar.
Mm-hmm.
You'd probably have to harvest like 20 flowers to get one potion.
Really? Oh, dang, that stinks.
Because there's only so much nectar in one flower to make an entirely distilled...
Wait. Does slime poop?
Do slimes produce fecal matter? I have never asked this question.
Does slime poop? I wonder. Like, what if we could create the sustainable source, which would be slime feces? We just don't tell people that it's slime feces. I mean, Pel-pel, you have to think of it this way.
And he just turns
I
around.
send a message to Crystal. Call him Pel-pel.
Alright, Pelly, I'm gonna be going in the trees. Like the wind! And she jumps off and she starts climbing a tree.
There's shadow on the leaf. At this point.
Shadow on a leaf?
At this point, might as well.
Oh my gosh, okay. So she disappears after having climbed a tree.
Okay.
And you guys can't even see her anymore.
Oh, impressive. Okay.
Where's
Nachia in that?
Nachia would be right next to you. Probably on your left because he didn't want to be.
I say, so, Pel-pel, real quick. Don't give me that face.
He's glaring at you.
Fine, Pelly.
He's still glaring at you. It's like, my mother worked really hard to give me this name.
Really?
My mother worked moderately hard to give me this name.
Still?
Pelias is a strong and noble elvish name.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
I just keep going. Okay, anyway, no, so, what are this thing's weaknesses, and also what does more damage to it, like...
I mean, they're gelatinous, so honestly, they have damage reduction to most forms of bludgeoning. Punching it or hitting it with bludgeoning weapons really aren't going to do much to it, because it kind of just bounces off. Slashing weapons don't do that bad. Arrows, because they just pierce, do minimal damage, but so something like a sword would probably be the best, but at the same time, you probably don't want to get too close to it because it could literally just eat your sword and dissolve it in its stomach. We find arrows are the best way of hunting. That's why we're a ranger society.
Yeah, probably. Okay. I knock an arrow. I'm like, well.
Okay, so you, Pelias, and Clyde all simultaneously draw arrows from horseback and set up a firing squad, basically.
Uh-huh. Ready, aim, fire.
Okay.
I rolled a 22.
Okay, so you hit.
Well, I didn't roll a 22.
Pelias hits, and as Clyde is about to let go of his arrow, he sneezes and he blinks, and his arm kind of goes slightly to the left, and he shoots, and it just goes straight back into the forest. So you don't know, and he's
real nice, Clyde. Real nice.
And the slime was bent over in the middle of trying to eat a flower, and you shoot it in the butt, and it kind of rears back with a
poop already. Ooh, a D6 plus the... What?
Nothing. There's no slime written down in any bestiary, so...
You weren't ready for this, were you?
No, I can make it work.
You could probably use something like the gelatin. Actually, don't use gelatinous cube. You'll kill us all.
Why not? That sounds fun.
I think gelatin isn't like gelatinous cube like a CR 9 or something ridiculous compared to what we would be.
Maybe.
I thought it was pretty high. I could be completely wrong though. I will tell you damage when you are ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. Give it to me.
It's 11.
Okay, 11 damage. Great. So again, it rears back and it goes. And Pelias is also going. Because he hit. He's also he did 10 damage as well. So you guys managed to get off 21 damage on this slime.
Alright.
And it kind of rears back and turns to face you guys.
I do the sound back.
And its eyebrow and it forms gelatinous eyebrows and glares at you, and its eyes turn red. And it starts to slowly shift its way over to you. Because these things have a what is its base land speed? 15 per round.
Oh my god.
So you're on horses. You could honestly just ride circles around it and keep shooting it. It would never catch you.
I respond the same way that it responded to us. Like, except I can't do it as well. It's very archaic and
yeah, I know.
I'm not, and I look at Pelias and I said I'm not fluent in slime.
Okay. So everyone's going to need to roll initiatives now, please.
Mine is a 13.
Okay.
And then Nachia is... Ooh, Nachia, you did well for once. He's an 18.
Okay. 13, we've got an 18, we've got a... Holy...
Holy Hera!
So that's a didgeridoo. Say that much. Oh, the slime has an initiative of 1.
Ooh.
Because it has a dex score of 1.
My wolf has a dex score of 1, but it moves at a 15.
I mean, it's pretty impressive. I'm pretty sure Crystal's going to be going first here. Grog is barely before the slime. You just have to worry about Clyde. Oh, Clyde! Give Crystal a run for her money. But no, Crystal still goes first. So Crystal, you have not seen her. She's been missing. She was on top of Grog's head until she
jumped up in the air and
jumped up into the air and disappeared into the treetops. But as the tree leaves are rustling, you hear like a shadow in the night,
like a shadow on a leaf.
The panthers in the trees. I pounce, and you just see her jump out. And she's actually behind, the slime now, and she lunges at it from behind, holding 2 daggers in her hands, and she's screaming. Ah!
I don't think screaming is a good way to get a surprise attack off.
So yeah, she's screaming as she falls, and in fact, she is indeed screaming, "Sneak attack!"
That's not a sneak attack. At this point, that's not even sneaking.
And she's rolling damage.
Wow, she did a good job.
Because it's sneak attack damage. And you see that it lost 16 HP there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it is now Clyde's turn. Clyde's like, okay. There's no pepper under my nose this time. I can't miss! And he fires another arrow.
There's no pepper under your nose. Is that what we're going with? You had pepper in your nose, Clyde? Really?
Might have been left over from cooking.
You cooked? This morning?
I cooked myself breakfast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
He hits it, that's for sure. And he's going to do all of his glorious bows of damage. All little damage that he did. And
wow.
The arrow sinks into it and you just see -4.
At least you didn't miss, Clyde.
I hit!
I'm proud
That
of
counts.
you. I am proud of you. Now you can find the arrow that you were missing.
And you see the arrow that it shot at Clyde, it kind of just slowly starts to sink into the slime, and it dissolves the arrow.
It better not have done that to mine.
You can see that it's slowly starting to absorb all of the arrows in its body, and it's trying to suck in the daggers and Crystal herself into its body.
Crystal, rip out my arrow! Rip it out! Do it!
I mean, I'm kind of stuck here too, and she's trying to pull out of the dagger, but the goo is sticking on it, and it's gripping onto it.
That's why you don't stab them with your knives!
And now it is Nichia's turn. What would you like your wolf to do?
Nichia, fetch the arrow.
Oh! And you're going to roll. And he manages to, he jumps up, and he lunges at and bites the arrow that's on the body, and he tries to yank it out, and it is stuck.
Really?
Yeah. And he kind of falls, and he bounces off the slime, but he's still got the arrow in his mouth, and he's trying to tug it out, and he's pulling on the ground, but he can't get the arrow out.
Oh.
This slime is very sticky.
Oh, no way.
It's gelatinous, and it's gripping onto things.
Yeah,
generally, you just try and kill it before it eats all your arrows.
Oh, okay. You know what would probably work better? Fire.
I mean, they're immune to most things.
Are they immune to fire?
They are resistant to fire, they're resistant to ice, they're immune to electricity.
What about water?
I mean, we've never really tried to drown them because we figured they're gelatinous, so they're partially made of water.
Oh my god.
And they're kind of immune to bludgeoning. Well, they got damage resistance to bludgeoning as well, so... They're kind of obnoxious to hunt.
Can my wolf make a strength check to try and pull that out?
Yes, you may make a strength check. It's gonna be a pretty high DC, though.
Come on, baby, crit.
Total.
17.
No, unable to do so.
Baby, no! My arrows, not even my serrated arrows.
It is your turn now. What would you like to do?
I fire another arrow.
You shoot another arrow. Okay, go.
Oh god.
No, you hit.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you hit.
What's the AC for this thing? 2?
No, it's not 2.
Oh wow, okay.
It's an AC of 4.
Okay, so I hit it.
Yeah, you hit it.
Okay.
What's the damage?
That is 8.
8 damage?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And, can I take another shot at it?
You may. Remember you're at negatives, but...
I mean, with my CMB and my dex.
What is it still?
My
Remember, you don't use CMB and your dex. You would use your BAB plus your dexterity, because CMB takes...
Not CMB, yeah, that's right. My BAB. I was looking at my BAB.
And your dex? Which dex?
Yeah, it's 6 total already. Minus the 5. No, minus the 5 already.
Yeah. So yeah, you hit.
Yeah.
Roll damage.
Okay, another 8.
And so this thing is now moderately looking like a porcupine instead of a slime, because it's just got arrows and daggers sticking out of it, and after the last one hit, it kind of lets out this last blood curdling, and it kind of just splats, and the slime goes everywhere, and then it starts to dissolve, and it drops all the arrows that it hadn't dissolved yet. So you have both of your arrows.
Does he bring my arrow back?
And Nichia is very proud, and he has his your arrow in his mouth, and he's waving around, wagging his tail.
Good
very proud of
boy, you're a good boy. I
Me-
give him a piece of boar meat for later.
Okay, you give him a piece of boar meat. He
Yeah.
eats that now, and in return, he plops this this arrow in your hand, and it is covered in both a mixture of dog saliva and a bunch of slime.
I smell it.
And it smells like putrid. Like you could have sworn you might have just swallowed vomit vial. It makes you want to barf.
Ah, this would be really good to hide in somebody's air vent. I clean it off though.
Okay, your arrow is cleaned off. And you want to go collect the rest of your arrows?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
didn't they return to my inventory?
Yeah.
Can I
Because you got the killing blow and everything.
Clyde, do you know where your other arrow is?
In the forest somewhere.
You didn't watch where your arrow went?
My eyes were closed when it shot. I sneezed. It's alright. Don't you worry about me, Buttercakes. I will manage to,
What's my name, Clyde?
Butter Sugar Lip, fine, Snow, there you go.
Yeah, no, I don't know, Clyde. If you can't know my name, how can you play the game?
Bread Lover 69.
I'm not taking that.
Crystal kind of hops back up and goes, "It has a nice ring to it."
All right, Crystal 69.
Everyone, may now roll to see what they get.
11. 2. 9.
Okay. So you get 2 bits of slime.
Ooh.
It's called gelatinous goop, actually.
Geloop. Ooh, can I do craft alchemy?
Gelatinous goop?
Yeah.
What are you attempting to do with it? You gonna try?
Oh wait, no, I don't want to do that yet.
Why not?
I have to bring back 10 slimes.
Yeah. Well, remember, so everyone's gonna write down what they got. Clyde got 2 gelatinous goop and then 1 slime.
Oh, I didn't get any slime? Really?
Oh, well, you can craft your gelatinous goop into slime. It's just the gelatinous goop is kind of what spurts out. It's kind of just like a liquid. The slime's more of a lol squid, so you got to put it all back together.
How many do I need to do that?
You need 3 gelatinous goops gonna equal 1 slime.
You just hear this like little devil.
You rolled low.
I got 2 gelatinous goop.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
I didn't crit fail.
You rolled 2 on one of them.
That's not a fail.
Basically everyone else in your party got 2 gelatinous goop, and a slime.
Stupid rolling system.
Gosh darn, we use dice in a dice-based role-playing game. And Grog also
got only gelatinous goop, but he turned his into slime. With the help of Crystal.
Oh,
she showed him
he's got 3 at least.
Yeah, so he made 1 slime.
This is gonna take a while, isn't it?
I mean, it generally does, but normally slimes are rather plentiful.
Normally. But you know who did this? The Dark Group. You know, I saw 3 of them the other day. They're trying to eliminate competition. I'm angry.
I mean, yeah, no, they're schmucks.
I put in a petition already for a name for our clan. Guild.
Don't have a guild yet.
When we do, I have a name.
What is it gonna be?
I'll tell you when we get there.
Get where?
When we get to the building a guild.
Oh, okay. We have to build a building now too?
No. I will tell you.
Sounds really complicated. Keep to the pretty looks. Leave the plans to the guys. And you're moving on to the next area. Alright, so you guys, I assume you're heading off to the next area. You don't want to spend any more time around here?
No.
Are you looking for anything as you're,
continuing the same thing that I've been doing. I look for any... Ooh, wait! I gather some of the flowering plants that the slime like.
Roll survival check for that.
It's a 20 total.
Okay, 20 total. There are a few still lying around. That's why the slime came over here. And you managed to actually get 6 of these flowers.
Slime flower.
And as you're making your way into the next area, Pelias holds up his hands and says, "Everyone, halt. I see it." And he's peering off into the distance. And you can faintly hear river up.
I also have elf eyes. I try to look in the...
You can roll a perception check.
I have elf eyes.
He's well attuned to...
Oh, yeah, elf eyes the one.
I can't see anything. His head is in the way.
Grog and Clyde are like, what are you on about? I see a bunch of trees. I'm like, I hear a river, but this was like, oh, I see it. It's up ahead. It's drinking.
I see a guy's head. Oh, wait, that's Pel-pel.
Now, unfortunately, I can't have your assistance in this hunt. So it'd shame me in the Rangers Society. So I couldn't be able to do it on my own.
It's not that you can't do it on your own. We believe in you, Pel-pel, but if the things look a little tough, don't be afraid to ask for help.
Alright, well, I'm gonna...
Wait, you dying?
I'm gonna be going off, and I'm gonna just watch the horse. Try not to stray too far away.
I sit on the horse. I can handle animal.
Can you?
Oh,
interesting. So
he goes...
He starts... Yeah, you see he pulls out a vial, he coats one of his arrows in something, vial away, and he knocks his arrow and he starts walking slowly towards the river. And when he gets about 30-40 feet away from you, you see he draws his arrow, and he looses it, and he hits the elk, and you hear, "Roar!"
Is that a seal?
They're not, Allard, That was an elk. Elk bark, you know.
I know what they sound like.
It let it out a guttural cry. And it collapses. It's like, alright, everyone, it's good. It's not going to be going anywhere.
You slept it.
Basically. It's a fast-acting neurotoxin that we came up in our
Dear
society.
God.
It'll paralyze it for a little bit until we can go up and we can finish it off. And you all now may make your way over there.
Okay. Am I on his horse still? Did he get back on the horse? What is he doing?
He's just walking, but he whistles and motions, and his horse starts walking to him.
I'm like, ooh.
Self-driving car.
I look very self-driving. Look at Clyde. Self-driving. There you go.
My horse could do that.
Can it?
Could, if I taught it to. Got other things, okay? Just to come when I tell it to. It comes on command, okay? That's pretty impressive. How many things you know that could do that?
Not Nichio. He doesn't even know come. He doesn't know go away. He knows fetch and attack.
Alright, so you all walk up to this river and roll a perception check.
Okay. Yeah, so it's a 20.
Okay. There's no other way to say this except you feel a disturbance in the forest.
Guys, hold.
So you're at the edge of the river. He goes up and he stabs the elk, kind of twists his knife and kills it, and you hear him whisper something. You can perception check if you wish to hear what he says.
Sure.
No, you can't hear.
What? No, my perception's high
He's
enough.
whispering.
So?
What's your perception
I'm
total?
an elf.
What's your perception total?
My total is a...
Is it over a 15?
No.
That's what I thought.
It's 11.
You didn't beat the DC for whispering.
Well, you know, whatever.
You don't get to hear his pretty prayer to the nature.
Okay. I'm a right Native American, whatever, man. Native elf, I'm sorry.
Okay. And so the river kind of has a waterfall up at the top and it falls down and you're kind of at the underbelly. But with your perception check, you noticed earlier that there was a rather large figure up at the top of the waterfall.
Hey, Pel-pel.
Well, yeah.
Is there supposed to be something up there?
And he perception checked.
Is that a bear?
Oh. Well, it looks like we interrupted fishing season. And now there's large game down here. It's not running away. And it wants us to run away. And you definitely see that there's a bear. But that bear...
is a dare bear.
Looks bigger than normal. It's
hey,
like
it's a grizzly!
2 quests in one go. Who would have thought we'd be this lucky?
Me. I don't know if it's luck.
You frequently run into dire animals.
I look at him, and I explain, and I just gesture to Clyde.
Yes. Yes, we do. And his head sinks, and he looks very somber, as if he's recalling some attemptedly suppressed memories.
Oh.
Oh, by the way, how many people were involved in that last fight? With the slime, we had...
Brock didn't do anything.
No, he didn't. So it was just 1, 2, 3, 4. Meaning you all got 200 XP.
Woo! Woo!
A whole 200? I know, isn't it exciting?
Oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy!
Oh gee gosh, mister.
Oh gee gosh, mister, you're strong.
Jeepers, mister, you're
Very
strong.
Okay, thank you. For someone else appreciating.
I'm the only other person in this room, so...
And you appreciated the reference!
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, you do notice that there's a dire bear. The elk has, dead.
The elk has
Died.
Oh, look! Our horses are acting as bait.
And now, so yes, you get the... that is a warhammer. That is not an empty note card. You can now see up at the top of the waterfall, Big Boy Bear. And you all are right here. Snow's right there. Grog and Crystal are a little bit behind. Actually, the person closest to the bear would be Clyde, because he's standing nearest to you, and Pelias is right beside you, but technically, in retrospect to where the bear is, behind you.
Oh,
Where the
okay.
bear is. And the bear is going to attempt to charge.
From the top of the waterfall?
He's going to... It's like a slope on the hill, and he's going to just ducks his head, and he's going to basically charge and ram all of you out of the way.
Can I reflex and shoot him?
You can reflex to dodge.
Okay, fine.
What's your reflex?
14.
14. No, he barrel throws you basically.
But I'm on the horse.
Okay, then this horse is going to reflex. And he's going to throw all of the mounts, because Grog included, kind of get shoved out of the way. Grog's a mount. And you all kind of, he ducks his head, and he just charges all of you, swinging his head as it's turned, and he's trying to push all of you away from his elk, because he thinks it's an easy meal.
You're an easy meal.
And then, so now that he's positioned himself in the place where the horse reared back, you're over here, Clyde's over here, Elias is over this way. So now you're kind of situated where the bear is between the three of you and your party members, and the elk and Pelias is actually kind of excluded because all of your horses reared backwards, but he was shoved by the bear kind of towards the right, where everyone else was shoved towards the left. And there's kind of this, you're actually getting a flanking bonus against the bear, but you're also separated.
Okay.
And he...
Flanking bonus is +2, correct?
+2 to hit. And damage. But this bear lets out a deep and bellowing grisly roar to attempt to intimidate all of you off of what it's deeming to be its kill.
Oh, Grog, roar back!
So you all need to roll a will save, I believe, against this.
10.
No, you find this giant grizzly bear to be reasonably terrifying.
Are we on the ground? Are we prone? Or are we...
No, your horses reared backwards. They were able to reflex well enough. They kind of just got knocked to the side. Clyde is terrified. Crystal thinks this is a gay old time and the adventure that she's been seeking. And Grog does, literally, roar back at the bear. So he just bends over and lets out a deep guttural man shout, "Roar!" And Pelias is like, crap, 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 crap. Or as the elves would say, shite, 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 shite.
Is that what the elves would say?
I don't know. Well, I mean, he's talking like this, so I imagine he'd say shite.
Okay.
You know. And he's like, oh, we might have bit off a bit more than we could chew, having both encounters at once.
Grog's like, nonsense, I've wrestled meaner things in the arenas.
I would believe him. I'm inclined to believe Grog.
Alright, so you are all going to be rolling initiative now, because you are about to enter combat since you have decided not to run away from the big bad bear.
Okay, so, mine was 8 plus that. So that's a 15, and then Nachia's was a 7. So that is 9.
So we've got... What was yours and Nachia's again?
Mine was a 15, Nachia was a 9.
Okay. So we've got Crystal with a beautiful 18 initiative. Clyde's going to have a terrible initiative. Clyde, what are you doing? He also has a 9, so I'll roll for him and M. And Nachia's going first before Clyde. Clyde also has a 9, therefore. Grog is coming in strong Grog as he be, with a solid 12 initiative score. Which actually means that the bear is going to be going first. Alright, M. So, the initiative is the big bad bear, Chris, you, Grog, Nachia,
Okay.
and then Clyde.
Okay, Clyde.
He did not do well. He tied with your wolf, but I rolled, and your wolf won.
I just likes to follow at me everywhere.
Like he says, you're just as fine going as you are coming.
He didn't even ask me out on that one. Wow.
Alright. So the bear is first, and it's actually going to go after Pelias, because Pelias is the one who finished off the elk kill, and also is the only secluded one, and the only one who's not on a horse right now, so is less intimidating. Oh my gosh, I need to keep going back and forth between. Based on what bear does hit.
Ooh.
With a bite attack. And oh wait, I didn't roll for Pelias. Pelias, when are you going? After Clyde, actually.
Oh my gosh. The Grog is leaving?
No, it's Crystal, you, then Grog. But Pelias just took some massive damage as this giant bear comes down. Remember, this bear is like 2 times the size of him.
Hold on. Is this a grapple check?
No. No. But it comes down and it bites down and does some big damage. And you see that Pelias is looking rather worse for wear.
Oh my, okay. Pelias, what level were you?
Oh, that's relevant. I'm an experienced member of the Ranger Society.
Pelias, what level are you?
2.
Oh my gosh. We're gonna die.
I was hoping that these quests would make me a more experienced member of the Ranger Society.
Alright guys, plan B. 1 step.
We punch it in the face really, really hard.
And we save Pelias. Let's go. Alright, Pelly, we're coming for you.
So Crystal, again, jumps off Grog, and as she does, she says, "Finish!" And when almost as soon as she lands, you can no longer see her.
What the?
She jumped into some tall grass and completely disappeared.
It's like Pokemon, man.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's like
And
an
it is your turn.
Alright. I knock an arrow.
Yep.
I fire. I fired into that beastie boy. The total
Yep.
is a 22.
Alright, you hit it, and you're shooting from its right side, so you end up hitting it right in the right flank, and it right into its leg.
Oh, I didn't add a flanking bonus, by the way.
That's right.
5 plus
Yep.
2 for the flank.
Yep.
So it's 7, 8, 9, and then 10, 11, 12.
12 damage, okay.
I had to count.
This bear is now taking 12 damage. And then Grog's like,
Alright, big boy, you think you can grab things.
Grapple him! Do it!
and Grog's gonna run in and he is going to attempt to grapple the bear, and he's going to go bear wrestling.
That's man meat.
And we're gonna see if he can actually grapple said bear. I'd be impressed.
Come on, Grog.
This is a dire bear.
Yeah, dire bear is also a grizzly bear. This is what I pitted you up against.
I don't think you pitted me up against this.
Yes, I did.
Alright, so...
Yes, I did. I know how much health it has.
Okay. And Grog does manage to get his massive muscular arms and wrap it around the bear's neck and starts squeezing real tight.
Mm-hmm.
And the bear kind of squirms around and leaves out another guttural roar, attempting to get this surprisingly large man, and this bear does not see many things equal size to it, but this surprisingly large man off of it, because he's currently grabbing onto its neck. And the bear is not fond of this. And it is now Nachia's turn.
Yeah, Nachia. Okay, Nachia. Attack that bear.
Ooh.
Does the bear drop, Pelias?
Not yet.
Okay. He crit!
Ah, okay, so roll double your dice damage.
Don't worry, it's really not that much. 2.
Okay.
2.
Ah, you could have rolled that with just 1 die. This is total.
5.
5 damage! Oh boy! Okay. And it's Clyde's turn, and he's like, glad I took that feat that lets me shoot into combat. Because we currently have this really... Still misses.
Clyde, keep your eyes open!
But there were so many people. There's the elf being grabbed by the bear, and then there's the dog that's latched onto the bear, and then there's...
I look at Clyde and I say, Clyde, you need to calm down. You're going to get us killed if you are not careful.
I haven't shot any of us yet. It's fine.
Clyde, you need to focus. You're not going to kill anybody. The one thing you need to kill is the bear. Kill the bear! Don't worry about hitting other people. We have more health. And
Alright.
the damage you can do.
And Pelias, even though this bear, and this head is like, the bear's head is like the size of the man's torso.
This poor man.
And it is like engulfed half of his side. The man attempts to reach for his short sword on his right hand side and stab it in deep into the bear.
Can I please roll flat? Thank you. And does manage to hit the bear and do some damage.
Stop throwing
There we
dice
go.
on me! Ow!
Wouldn't land on over here, so I had to throw it over there. And he ends up doing a solid 8 damage. It is now the bear's turn, and this bear less concerned with the piece of scrap elf meat in his mouth, and more concerned with the rather large man currently grabbing around the bear's neck.
This rather large bear grabbing around the bear's neck.
Rather large man grabbing around the bear's neck. So the bear is going to try and lift up onto its hind legs and claw attack twice at Grog to attempt to get him off.
Does it drop? So is Peleus released?
Peleus is released from the bear's mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And the bear is going to attempt to, he kind of like throws Peleus aside and attempts to claw attack at Grog. And Grog, because he's grappling and does not have the proper feats, does not have his dex-based AC, and the bear hits him both times.
Oh no, Grog!
Oh, it's alright, pretty lady. I welcome the scars of battle.
But Grog is taking some sizable damage. Sizable damage.
Oh dear God. Don't hit me.
2 claw attacks. Yeah, those 2 claw attacks would have taken out more than half of your HP.
That wasn't me choking, that was the waters.
I know. Okay. And it is now Crystal's turn. And she comes up, and out of nowhere, like she was hiding behind pebbles almost, but not really, but her stealth is absurdly high. And she comes and she screams as the bear is facing Grog, and she comes up behind it and says, "Sneak attack!"
It's not a sneak attack if you yell sneak attack!
And she goes in and she stabs it for some big damage.
So far the most damage has been done by me and Crystal. I look at Clyde. Let the women handle this.
Hey, at least you have someone to take all your bear claws with his bare arms.
I mean, how would you like to have a fire belly potion? It gives you a +7.
I drink that for breakfast. I use it to clean my eyes out. It's like teardrops in my village.
Oh my God. Is Grog an NPC?
I'm just really into character.
And Grog is going to roll to maintain his grapple, but after the bear claws have scratched him up, the bear manages to shake its head and shake Grog off, but Grog isn't having any of this, and he brings out the first sign of a weapon that you have actually ever seen him use.
Where did he pull it from? Was that in his pants? That explains a lot of things.
It was in my loincloth the whole time.
That explains a lot of
So
things.
you thought I was just happy to see you.
At all times, Grog.
And he pulls out this weighted hunting spear, and he point blank just throws it right into the bear.
Does he get a flanking bonus since everyone's surrounding it?
Yes, he does get a flanking bonus because Crystal is behind it. So he hits, and he's dealing some big boy damage. And Grog is going to be does 14 damage to this bear.
Okay. Alright, we got this.
And it is now Nachia's turn.
Wait, I got skipped?
Oh, you did get skipped. It is your turn.
Okay.
There was a brief interaction there with Grog and the bear because grapple check rules.
I knock another arrow and I try and dink it. Pew!
What's your to hit?
It's a 17.
You miss. Oh wait, did you include your flanking bonus there?
No.
Oh, include your flanking bonus and you hit.
Okay.
Boom.
19.
You hit. Look at that. Amazing.
Okay. It's a 6 plus the flanking bonus, so it's an 8, 10, 13.
13 mo damage. Okay.
That's the max I can do.
Great. And then it is Nachia's turn.
Alright, and Kia attack!
Nachia's going to attack.
He's not gonna hit that.
What's he got? What's his total? No? It's a no. His total is no. Got it.
13 is 15 total.
Okay, so he lunges out up at the the back of the bear, but he just misses. He kind of scutters off a little to the side, The wolf should really stop jumping and biting at the same time, because that does not seem to historically work out very well for him in the past.
He's just jumping off. He's trying to go for the same leg he bit earlier.
Exactly, and it's very elusive. Clyde is going to attempt to do something right for once and does not. Roll the 4.
Clyde, maybe you belong in the kitchen.
I do belong in the kitchen. That is beside the point. I'll keep trying later. Where's Wilson when you need him? He made me hit things better.
I know. Where's my darling Wilson?
And Pelias is also going to try and pull out his bow, but because his arm was very badly bitten, he can't really hold his bow quite as straight, and he also misses, even though he is a very proud member of the Ranger Society. His
maybe you need to turn your title in and give it to me.
His bow hunting arm is rather weak right now. And it is the bear's turn, and this bear is absolutely furious, especially with the rather large beefcake of a man that just tanked its hits. So,
hang on a second. I look at Clyde. I'm like, Clyde, what if we threw a fire belly potion in its mouth?
You give it temporary HP, I thought.
But if it fails the fortitude save,
it's a dire bear.
It's
There
gonna...
are very few things that are more fortuitous than that.
Really? You sure?
Myself excluded, yes.
I look at him, and I'm like, Clyde, do you even know what fortitude is?
I do know the meaning of fortitude. I don't know the meaning of range weaponry. Apparently don't know I switched from a katana to this because I thought I'd do better, and it didn't do jack.
Why did you switch from a katana? You were cooler with a katana.
I still have it. I just thought the bow would work. It did for a bit, and then it didn't anymore.
Maybe, Clyde, you should stop rolling on things that don't roll properly.
Maybe I should, but I don't get to choose these things, okay? They choose me.
Okay. And the bear is going to unleash a fury of both claw attacks and a bite attack right at your dear fellow Grog.
Grog, have you taken any more damage, man? What's
What's
his health at? Can we see his health bar?
You can see his health bar, and it's above half.
Grog, you monster.
It's actually before this round happened, it was above 3/4.
Wow.
But then the bear came in hot and spicy.
Like a wrecking ball.
Hot and spicy with it missed one of its claw attacks. Its one arm was just a little short, but the other one connected, and it followed up.
It was bothered by Nichia trying to bite it, so like,
basically. What? What was that? It picked up. Nichia was reaching, trying to bite the arm it was lifting for the claw attack. Like, what's going on there? And so the bear does manage to hit and do some moderately large damage. And you see Grog just took another 23 damage.
Grog, stop getting hit!
Well, I'm barely below half HP, lass. I'm not that worried about it.
But we are. Your wonderful wall.
I know I am. That's why they hired me. By hired me, I mean that's why Crystal keeps jumping up on top of my head and making me run around places.
Sneak attack.
Sneak attack! And it is time for sneak attack, but she no longer has sneak attack because she's not concealed. So she's just gonna stab, and she goes in and she tries to lunge in, with both of her daggers.
It's a flanking bonus still.
She does get a flanking bonus. She misses one of her daggers. One of the other daggers hits, and she does minimal damage. This is another 7 damage, and it is your turn.
All right, it's my turn again. All right. I am. Do I have anything cool I can throw down? No. Of course I don't. All right, I'm just gonna knock another arrow, and I'm double checking. I don't have anything cool. Wait.
Yep.
Okay.
No, I don't have anything cool. Have to double check.
I don't hit anything. My arrow! I watch it with my hawk eyes. No!
Where did it go? It scuttered off across the river. And it landed over here. Over across the river, almost directly perpendicular with Pelly eyes.
Okay.
So you make a mental note.
I'll make a mental note.
Okay. Do you want to attempt
I'll
to shoot
try
again? Okay. At a -5.
No.
Don't hit this one either. It lands in a similar location.
Stop moving, you stupid bear!
Yeah, no, you know how I feel. Thinking you're all high and mighty just because you land 2 attacks.
How much damage did I do, Clyde?
Slightly more than me. Less than the bear.
Clyde, when I become a dire bear, I'll hit you first.
I think that's a compliment. I'm not sure. I'm taking it as a compliment.
Not like I'm hitting on you.
And Grog is going to try and basically rip the spear that he threw at the bear out of the bear to do a little bit of tearing damage, as well as coming in with a nice gut punch, because everyone knows gut punching bears is the best way of combating them.
Wait a second. I have 2 arrows in that bear.
Yeah, if you rip them out, it would do tearing damage.
I know.
Just like
Nichia will fetch in his next turn.
okay. So Grog comes in and does some damage. And you see that Grog ends up doing another 11 damage in his round.
Excuse me.
And it is Nichia's turn.
Nichia, fetch the arrow stuck in that bear.
Okay, and I will allow him to attempt a fetch per arrow. Nope, he misses that arrow. You can roll again for the other arrow. I'm not going to put him in negatives for this because it's just a standard action.
It's a 15 DC for a fetch.
Okay, so you make the fetch. Now roll a strength check to see if he rips it out of the bear hide. He crit failed.
No, stop!
So he's kind of like, he has the arrow in his mouth and he just can't pull it
He's
out of
just
the
hanging
hide.
from it. Ha!
And he's just kind of hanging, and the bear kind of like stands up on its back legs, and Nichia kind of gets picked up.
He's just holding
And
it.
he's just holding on to the arrow like, I'm still here.
Grog!
I
Fetch the dog!
Well, it's not. I don't think that's how. It's not my turn. We have to respect turn orders, or else there will be anarchy.
I like anarchy.
Clyde knocks an arrow and shoots and hits the stupid bear.
Oh, my hero. How much damage you doing?
Clyde does wait, Clyde, can he do it? 6 plus the precise plus the point blank shots. And Clyde ends up doing, oh no, where was I? A whole 7 damage.
Clyde, you're getting better.
Hey, I know, I hit, I can do it again too, watch this. And he misses.
Clyde, sweetie.
Alright, I should have stopped when I was ahead, but I hit it once.
Clyde, sweetie, you should have stopped showing off the moment I said anything.
And Pelias, realizing that this short sword, that the bow's not working, goes back to the short sword because he can't two-armed weapons with a broken arm isn't working too well for him.
Rip out the arrows!
So he goes in, and he kind of goes in with an overarching, like, from above, trying to get right at its neck, and plants it, and hits the bear, and the bear, with all of these arrows sticking out of it, and this giant spear in its one side, and now a sword in its neck, finally takes one last sigh, and collapses with a large thud on the ground.
I go get my arrows. Immediately.
Can
I wade across the water? Is it deep?
Oh, you can, yes. Should be able to wade across the water.
I have a horse.
If you're on the horse, roll a handle animal check to see if you can control the horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, the horse is actually a really good horse and it listens to you. And you are able to ride it across to the water.
I gather my arrows.
Okay, you gather your arrows, and you currently have 5 NPCs with you, correct? 1, 5. Yes. Let's divide it 6 ways. You get 535 XP.
535. 500. 685.
You mean 6,000?
No?
You have 5,685.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay, I thought you just said you had 685. I'm like, you would not be a...
Yeah, no, I was doing the math of what I added. Sorry. I have 5,685 experience points.
There you go. Okay, cool. So you managed to slay the dire bear, and please roll for your loot. You get a 5-pound slab of dire bear meat, and you get a dire bear pelt.
Yay! Dire. 5 pounds. And I get a bear pelt. Dire How many times did I crit fail today?
Like 3 or 4. Not been pretty.
Okay. So, most everyone else got similar loot. Grog was able to get 2 pelts. Everyone else was able to get 1 pelt and 2 pieces of meat. And then Pelias was actually, because he's able to survival and he hunts animals frequently, was able to actually skin to get a little bit of extra loot. And he...
When was that an option?
Because he's part of the Ranger Society, he was trained. And he's an NPC! And I wanted him to have the bear head, so he has a bear head. And he's going to mount it on his wall. At home.
You don't deserve that.
And again, you get a perception check because he's going to whisper an elven prayer. But you do not hear it.
I don't care.
But you
I'm
don't
getting
hear
my
it.
arrows.
You're walking across the river. You're riding across the river on Pelias. You've stolen Pelias' horse.
Does my stomach grumble?
Yes, your stomach grumbles.
Food.
Oh, well, sweet cakes. I can make you some sweet cakes if you want. We could take a little break after quite the morning.
What's my name, Clyde?
Snow.
And I call you by your name, so I expect the same level of respect.
Not a problem. Your lips.
I've never even kissed you, Clyde. How would you know what my lips taste like?
Because they do nothing but spew sweet honey. Nectar from the gods.
Really?
Listen to those angelic tones.
Really?
So...
Pel-pel, did you level up? I have earned the right to call you Pel-pel. We saved your life.
NPCs, we don't really level too much.
Oh, you're just gonna be stuck at level 2 forever.
Unfortunately. There's not really any hope for us. We're stuck on this floor doing the same quests in an infinite
Wait,
loop.
why did he get experience?
Who?
Elias.
He didn't.
Didn't he?
No. Some experience.
No. You're just stuck doing this forever as an infinite loop. Then why on earth would you pick up a quest against a dire bear?
Because that's the infinite loop I'm stuck in. I am always on this hunt. It happens once a week. I try and pick up player characters and take them out into the forest and show them around.
You slut.
I've been this is my 5th trip. I have 5 of these bear heads.
Did I have it?
Sure. And it gives you a bear head.
I have a bear head. I didn't even have to diplomacy that. I have a bear head.
Man has 5 of them. His walls are covered in bear fur and heads. He has bear fur blankets, bear skin rugs.
I put the bear head on my head.
There's like blood and guts all over your armor, and it smells really funny in there, and it doesn't really fit. You might want to take that to a tanner or a taxidermist.
Hold on.
Get that cleaned out.
Really, you're gonna make this be covered in blood, even though it's a video game and clearly.
I'm kidding. It is a hollowed out bear head.
Haha!
But
so does our.
It looks really weird right now. You can get it modified, and Pelias informs you can get that modified at the village, and actually make it into like an outfit.
Where? I closed the face.
You can no longer see, and there's light glistening through the teeth of the bear.
I take it off and I put it away in my inventory.
Okay, very good.
Ugh.
And you are going to break for food.
Alright, food time! What does Clyde make? Since we're all assuming Clyde can cook.
Yep. Clyde comes out with a delicious potato soup. It is it's got a nice thick, rich texture with potatoes, carrots, celery, and bear meat. It's just nice and chunky. It's a nice hearty meal.
I love me some potato meat.
Grog's like, yeah, potatoes and meat are a great steak.
No, Grog. Potato meat.
Potatoes are a starch. Don't have meat.
Clyde, darling, let me tell you something about the great potato famine. It started once upon a time, and I go off on this tangent about the Great Potato Famine.
No, please tell me, because I'm interested to see what you actually know about the Great Potato Famine that you keep bringing up.
We're not going to go on to the Great Potato Famine.
Yeah.
Quintin, the potatoes, they starved.
The potatoes starved?
So the potatoes got really thin and sickly. And it was in a dream. There were 10
There
giant
was a dream?
10 giant potato stalks.
This is the... Is this what is this, Joseph, the coat of many colors or whatever you're trying to...
Just Joseph.
But no, it had a little fancy title at the
No,
end.
it was just Joseph.
Okay, anywho.
Mm-hmm. I go off on a tangent about potato meat.
Okay, you go off on a tangent about potato meat, in which no one listens to, but you blabber on for 6 minutes.
Nobody listens to me? Not even Clyde and all of his...
Grog is fascinated about this newfound thing.
But wait, you can grow meat inside of the potato skin. You plant in vegetables, and you get out meat. I need to find me some of these rare specimens.
Oh, yes, Grog. Potato meat. It shall be so.
Okay. You all eat your soup and you have a nice hearty lunch. It is currently roughly 10 a.m.
Okay. Wow. In 5 hours.
Hunted a slime, a bear, and an elk.
We didn't get any drop from the elk. Only
The man who's
Only
quested.
Pel-pel.
Only Pel-pel, who's stuck at level 2 and has probably hunted that elk like 20 times by now.
Dude, Pel-pel, like, what are you doing? Haven't you ever tried to break out of NPC hell?
We can't.
We must save my family.
Exactly.
Oh, God!
Okay.
Okay, so yes, would you like to continue exploring?
I need 400 more experience to level up.
400 more experience, and you explain this to everyone.
Like, I don't know about you guys, but,
You're trying to get to level 4?
I'm trying to get to level 4, and I'm like, I really just don't feel like being
Can
embarrassed.
you pull up a
you know?
character advancement trick for me? So
It's 6,000 experience.
Okay.
I looked at
I know,
it.
I need a character advancement trick. I'm just saying for the sake of me.
Here you go.
Pelias says that... Okay. Pelias says that he doesn't think that he could continue on due to his wound. He needs to treat it.
That's
and
obvious.
You can see that he used one of his medical kits. He's putting healing salves and bandages around it. Like normal people do when they go to the normal alchemist. But he's like, if you wished to venture out, you could probably go to one of the 5 neighboring territories that isn't back towards Varia that you haven't explored yet. As long as you come and meet him back at the campsite that they currently meet. And then you'll head back to town in the afternoon.
Okay, sure. I would like to do that.
Okay.
If everyone else is okay with it.
Okay. Everyone else says that.
Yeah, I mean, came out here.
Yeah, we want adventure, and I haven't got enough sneak attacks in.
Okay, we'll get more sneak attacks.
Sneak attack!
Alright, so I guess Pel takes his horse then.
Hmm.
He takes his horse then.
I'll take. The horse is staying with him. Yes,
Yeah.
he's his horse.
Okay.
So you can.
Hop off. Alright. Allons-y.
Oh, I assume you were eating while on the horse.
No.
Then you would have been off the horse when you ate food.
Oh, yeah, okay, you're right. I could have eaten while I was on the horse.
You could have, but you just said you weren't.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
You can go back northwest. You can go northwest, east-west, northwest, northeast, east, southeast, and southwest.
Let's go a little bit northeast.
And then, so since you no longer have a guide with you, you can roll a survival. You have to roll a survival check to unlock the area.
So 13.
Okay.
My wolf has survival and tracking.
All right. Well, between if you want to, you can roll for your wolf and see if your
Well,
wolf
he's a
is...
+5.
Okay. Grog is a man of nature.
I was a man of nature.
And he's crouching down and he sniffs the dirt and he picks a little bit up and he puts it in his mouth.
Grog, I don't think you're supposed to...
I know where we are.
Oh, okay.
I am one with the dirt. I am one with nature.
One with the potato meat.
He goes up, he hugs a tree.
I would never eat this, but we are one.
Okay.
And you unlock the territory towards your northeast. And you do manage to get an encounter. Are you still trying to exclusively encounter slimes?
Potentially.
And are you also going for the other various high CR level features?
Yes.
Okay. You run into Let's pull it up. I need to get my encounter tables.
Oh crap!
What?
I forgot to ask Pel-pel if he could tell me what mushrooms I have. Forgot. He's a ranger and he's a knowledge nature. He's only level 2, but he knows this area.
He does know this area. He knows this area very well. Roll a perception check.
I'm switching dice, man. This is terrible for me today. It's still an 8. I rolled it with more vibrato. It was still an 8. Now it's a crit fail.
Okay. There's a crit, but that doesn't matter because you weren't rolling anything. And Crystal says, wait. I feel it.
What?
Green in the tree.
The shadow in the leaves.
Alright, listen. You keep missaying it. It was a shadow in the wind.
It's a leaf in the wind.
No.
A shadow in the trees.
There is green in the trees. And out of nowhere, I need you to... I'm gonna assign... so who all's with you again? Right now?
Grog, Clyde.
Grog, Clyde.
Crystal, Nichia.
And yourself. And we'll just write down the horse as well, so... This is how it's going to be decided. Alright, so,
Is that Crystal?
That's Clyde. I'm gonna make that Clyde, because Crystal, would have been aware of this happening. So, out of nowhere, as she says green in the trees, something green falls from the trees and goes and it grabs Clyde.
Oh.
And you roll a perception check and you realize that
I realize nothing.
You realize nothing. But Grog says, big bug with scythe arms. That's called a praying mantis and it's trying to eat my head. I don't want to French kiss a bug. And you can see the praying mantis has grabbed Clyde between his talons and is currently trying to eat Clyde's head.
Clyde, didn't you realize praying mantis females eat the heads of their mates?
I don't want to have sex with a bug.
It wants you, clearly.
Preferably not. This is not how I wanted to die.
How did you want to die?
Not a virgin.
Oh, okay. I take note of this. For later blackmailing purposes.
So Clyde's out of the fight, because he's currently grappled, because the praying mantis got a hold of him in a surprise round. So he's not going to be in until next round, but everyone else can roll initiatives.
Okay. My wolf has a 20.
Nice.
What did I roll?
Roll again, I don't care.
I was disappointed. I think it was a 3. It's a 4, though.
That's good.
It's 10.
You have a 10.
Because I'm going with the 3. Because I don't...
Thank you.
Why am I rolling so bad today?
Roll again for Nichia, please. Okay.
Clyde, do you have a sword on you?
Yeah.
Stab it.
It's working on these things. Em, I need you to roll again as well.
I will.
I will roll for you, don't worry. Okay, Em, congratulations. So, combat order is going to be... We've got Crystal, and then Nichia, and then you.
Okay.
And it's the praying mantis. And then there is Grog.
Alright, Grog, let's go. I swear to God, Clyde, if you die, I'm gonna bring you back to life, and I'm gonna kill you myself.
And again, she jumps. Crystal is going to jump and do a little front flip off of Grog. Run with nature! And poof, she lands in the grass and vanishes. So you can see the indentation on the grass where her body was, but it seems...
Did she just automatically blend in with the environment? Is this hay dress she's been wearing?
What?
This hay dress she's been wearing?
I mean, that doesn't help her in the forest. It helps her in the plains. You haven't looked at what she's wearing recently.
I try to recall what she's been wearing.
Roll remember? Okay, you remember. And she is kind of morphed, and she had like a base black garb, but she is seemed like she picked up some elvish attire, and it is more made with like vines and leaves and all sort of greenery. And she has a little mask which she can pull over, and she becomes a ninja of the night.
Oh my gosh. Alright, so our halfling keeps disappearing.
And it is Nichia's turn.
Nichia. How high is this thing? Can he reach it?
It is a large creature.
But where is it? Is it still in the tree, or did it come down?
No, it lunged out of the tree and with its claws snapped up and grabbed
So it's up in the tree still?
No.
It lunged out of the tree, landed on the ground.
So it jumped out of the tree. It lunged towards
Clyde.
Okay.
Ripped Clyde off of his horse, and is attempting to eat his head.
Okay, Nachia, attack the praying mantis.
Okay, roll for it.
Please don't miss for one. Oh my god.
He's confused. There are many legs and really large eyes.
Why am I rolling so bad? Give me another die.
He goes to bite at the legs, but it's like he's seeing 12 of them, and he accidentally bites in between the two and just kind of falls underneath of it.
We need to get my dog glasses.
Your dog apparently needs glasses. It is not a nearsighted animal. It's farsighted. Farsighted wolf.
Is it my turn?
And it is now your turn, yes.
Where is Wait, technically, if Clyde is in its arms, does it count as a flanking bonus if I move to the side of it?
If you, you'd have to move. Flanking bonus is given if something's behind it. So Clyde was here. You were riding on Clyde's horse, I assumed.
I mean, I could have been walking.
You could have been. You would have been going slower. And then Grog and Crystal, it would probably been like a setup like this. So the praying mantis is here, and it has grabbed Clyde.
Okay, I would.
And she is currently like.
Vegeta, you useless piece of crap. Okay, I'm gonna shoot it.
I'm just gonna shoot it in the face. Got it.
Give me another die.
Give you another.
Every single time I've rolled something tonight, it's been so bad. Better.
Okay, I'll let you take your 12.
Thank you!
Alright, what's your to hit?
My to hit?
Yeah.
Is a 18.
You do hit.
Yes! It wasn't a 3!
Was it a 3? Alright, so you hit. Roll damage.
Okay. It's okay. The black dice are mad at me tonight.
Apparently.
Okay. That's a 7.
7 damage? Okay.
Yes.
Alright. And it is now the praying mantis' turn. And like I said, it is going to... Does it have any cool specialty attack? Oh, it does have mandibles. What does the mandibles do?
Hurts things. Hurts them real bad.
Okay. This giant mantis is 7 feet tall, 15 feet long, and weighs 650 pounds.
That's a mantis.
A giant mantis.
You know what?
And it starts to eat at Clyde's shoulder.
No. We don't let you eat it, Clyde. You better stop that now.
And while the mandibles are grasping and it's starting to chew through his armor, it doesn't quite manage to get at his skin, but some of the acid from its mouth does seem to drip onto him, and he takes 4 damage.
Clyde, I swear to God.
And there is a giant, and there's a hole where where his armor was in his shoulder, where it literally ate away the metal.
Oh God.
Okay.
It's Grog's turn.
Grog?
He's just going to charge and attempt to tackle this.
Do it. Do it, Grog.
So he's going in for a charge to try and hope that it will, kind of like a bull rush, a run through of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to attempt to push the giant creature and make it drop flat. And he successfully does. He kind of dips his shoulder in, rams straight into it, and the mantis lets loose Clyde, and Clyde kind of stumbles and falls to the ground. And the mantis sidesteps with and keeps its balance, luckily, because it has 6 legs. But it still took a sizable amount of damage from Grog body slamming him.
Yeah, Grog.
My friend's not bug food. He's the food maker. You put him down.
He's the food maker. You're right, he is the food maker.
He hasn't grown me any jerky potatoes yet.
You heard the man, Clyde. You're not allowed to die.
Alright, and then Crystal, after her dear friend, Grog, body slammed into it, comes in from the other side of the flanking bonus, and yells, "Ninja Slice it, sneak attack!" And she comes in with her 2 daggers and slices at 2 different legs.
Are you rerolling ones?
No.
What are you doing? How many damage points does she get?
Well, she's got sneak attack d6s, and she's hitting with 2 different weapons. So she has to roll 4 d6s. Plus her BAB.
Let's go.
And she does 17 damage.
Right, this thing should probably have about like 40 health if I'm thinking correctly.
And with her cutting off the legs, the mantis kind of topples over
And with the dent in its side and all of that and its internal organs, it slowly starts to bleed out, and it kind of grasps and claws at the ground.
Well,
and
I mean,
faints.
okay, I lied. It's like 20-something. No, it's about 30. About 30 damage.
You did 34 damage to kill it.
Aha!
It had 30 HP.
How much experience did we get from it?
Clyde did not participate in... Wait. Did I give him XP for the hyena fight?
Yeah.
He gets XP for this. He participated. He was cannon fodder. Divided 4 ways, you get 200 XP. Everyone's gonna get their 200 XP.
I mean, God, are you alright?
I think I'll live. My armor is a little, broken condition. So, not doing as much as it should be.
Did your armor crit fail?
No, it was acid attacked.
And?
It has a hole in it.
Did it overcome its hardness?
Apparently, because it just ate through with its mandibles.
Fascinating.
I was impressed. When it lunged out of the tree and flew at me with its wings.
I give him a hug and I'm like, it's okay. You'll live.
Apparently, I gotta figure out what a jerky tato is too.
You ogrog your life, so I mean, yeah.
Okay, so do you wish to keep
if everyone
going
is
in the
good,
area?
yes, I would like to keep going if everyone's okay with it. I just want to level up.
All right.
That's it.
So you are persistent on this leveling up thing that you keep referring to, and everyone else nods in agreement that they're fine. Grog says he's a little worse for wear, but he can keep on keeping on.
I can give him a fire belly potion if he wants one. Also, didn't they just did he use his med kit on himself?
He did, but he lost half of his health in the bear fight. His med kit put him at like 3/4. And you keep walking a little bit of ways, and you run into another little eddy in a street. There seems to be and there near you seems to be some grass that is kind of pushed down like it was a bedding for some type of animal. And you can roll a perception check.
Wouldn't that be survival for me?
You can do either or, whichever's higher. It's your choice as player.
It's a 19 for my survival. Okay.
And you can tell that if you keep going up a little ways, you'll probably find a herd of deer.
I know where this is going. No, Quintin. I don't trust you and your deer, and I don't feel like hunting deer.
Why?
They're not going to give any experience.
What do you mean they were not going to give an experience? How much? You only need 200 experience, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not hunting down individual deer.
Okay, you don't have to. I rolled for encounters, and that's what you got.
All right. I continue onward.
Okay, so you ignore the deer. And you keep onward into a little later in the night. And see if you run into anything. And you don't seem to find anything as it gets to start to be sunset. And you were told by Pelias that you come back to the camp before nightfall.
Fine. I'll go back. Stupid deer and stupid
I'm letting
low
you,
HP.
I'm letting you know that an elk, which is a CR1, gives 400 experience. So I would have rolled a deer as half of that, which would have given 200 experience.
Oh, guess what? There's 4 people in a party.
If you were the one to kill it, because the deer would have only had like 8 HP. You make your way back to the party at the camp. He's like, well, you guys stayed out a little later than I anticipated, but I think we'll be able to get back to the village in time. We'll have to go through a little bit of land, but that might leave chance for some harder encounters, which I guess you guys kind of wanted.
I offer Grog a fire belly potion. You want to try one of these?
I might need it if we run into anything spooky, scary.
I give him a fire belly potion.
Okay.
I have 2 left. And I tell him how the effects of it are relieved.
Not drinking booze to get rid of
I think it has to be a specific type. I haven't tried the other type.
Am I missing one of my, No, I haven't. Okay. I rolled for encounters to see what you run into. Okay. So you're walking back. Yeah. And on your way back to the town, you run into, and the only way I can describe it is, well, not exactly, basically that scene where you are walking in your little party, and suddenly, as you're walking back to the town, you are surrounded by a group of 9 wolves.
Great. Wolves. Yay. You know how much health a wolf has?
How much health does a wolf have?
13.
It's a level 1 wolf. What if these are higher level wolves?
I highly doubt it. I mean, they could be. But if you're putting us up against our wolves, I swear to God.
You wanted tiny level creatures, and you stayed out late.
Quintin, I know what the wolf is.
I know. Okay, so you're surrounded by 9 of them. So again, you are going in. Did you decide to ride with Pelias or Clyde?
Evens I rode with Clyde, odds I rode
Alright,
with
that's what we
Pelias.
went with before. Great. It's evens. You went with Clyde. Cool.
Okay. Is
This
his
made
mood
Clyde
improved?
happy. Yes.
Okay.
He's slightly happier.
Okay. Maybe he'll hit things finally.
Surrounded by wolves. 9 of them to be precise. And they're kind of slowly circling you. And they bring the circle in tighter and tighter and tighter. And your horses are getting very anxious and rear up on their hind
I
legs.
try to intimidate.
Intimidate the wolves.
Yes.
Okay. Roll your intimidate on these hungry wolves.
And it's a 25. Pretty good intimidate check. I growl viciously.
They are hungry and do not care. I rolled their will save. They're
All of them?
fine. Those wolves really, really don't care. I crit on their other will save, rolling them in packs of 3, and they crit again. So they really, really, really do not care that you growled. They growl back and start gnashing their teeth, and the horses are very anxious. And we'll be rolling initiatives. So everyone, get ready.
Okay. 24 on me.
Ooh, that's good initiative.
And a 21 on my Nachia.
Okay. So, what did you have again?
24.
You got a 24. 21 on Nachia. Alright. You had a 21. Nachia had... No, you had a 24. Nachia had a 21. Crystal is coming out strong with a 20. Pelias has an 18. Clyde got a 17. And Grog is sitting there with a 6.
Okay.
Okay. So you will go first. What do you decide to do?
I tried my intimidate.
Try to intimidate. The wolves are starving at this point and really don't care.
Okay.
They're desperate.
I knock an arrow and I shoot.
Which wolf?
I hit nothing, apparently, for the 3 of them, and yeah. I'm not hitting anything tonight.
Okay, so apparently you're not hitting anything tonight. After making fun of Clyde, Karma has decided and made sure that you are not doing damage instead now.
Sure, I make note of where my arrow goes. I have dark vision.
Which wolf were you aiming at?
I don't care. I was aiming at a wolf that was in front of me.
You shot at this wolf over here, and the arrow is somewhere in the forest in that direction.
I'll make
it
another shot.
A little difficult to find. And you end up shooting Clyde in the hamstring.
Okay, first off, I couldn't get the arrow drawn back that being that close to him. I basically...
You're right next to him, right? You're behind him, right behind him. And the bow kind of like slides in your hand and the arrow goes down.
Wouldn't that hit the horse then? Or hit him in the tuchus?
No, the hamstring. Because he's riding, so his legs are wide open because he's on the horse, so you hit him and you shot right here.
Okay.
And you did 3 damage to him.
Sorry.
Friendly fire, and you yell at me for firing us.
I'm sorry. Don't pull that out. Whatever you do, don't pull that out.
Well, it's just gonna stay there then, isn't it? We're gonna walk around with an arrow in the leg.
Wait. That got past his AC?
great adventurer
Wait
like
a second.
you.
That got past his AC?
Roll to hit the AC.
And
Yes.
his AC's that low.
Between the mantis having his armor's currently in the broken condition, he doesn't really have anything covering his legs.
Okay.
So yeah, he got hit and took 3 whole damage.
I'll make this up to you later.
You better, and this arrow better stop hurting.
It's not going to. It's serrated. It does a D4 of damage when you pull it out.
That's not what I want to hear right now.
That's why I said don't pull it out.
Alright, Nachia is growling at his kinfolk, very upset that they dare disobey the king.
The king.
He has glared them down and told them to back away, but they are rebellious apparently and are starting a mutiny. So he needs to put them in his place, and it is his turn.
Attack. He's not gonna hit anything. I'm not allowed. I can't fight. I'm a bard at heart, and you know this. I can't hit anything.
He lunges at one of the wolves. The wolf kind of just shakes him off.
She is now over here. behind wolves 2 and 3 in the
Ooh,
semicircle,
a flanking bonus!
kind of looking like at the 1 o'clock position.
Where's Wilson when we need him?
Where is Wilson when you need him? And Crystal looks to her left, looks to her right, and she's like, we're surrounded this time.
Sends a message to Wilson. If we die, I'm sorry. You're a great guy.
And she's kind of
Send.
scratching herself. She's like, we're surrounded this time. Flanking things is harder when you're...
They are. It is a lot
We
harder.
were doing good when we could surround things.
We were doing really well.
No. And she's just like, jump attack! And looks very hesitantly and doesn't know how she's going to do this particularly, but she's going to lunge also forward, jumping towards but wolf 4, which is kind of at the 3 o'clock position. And she's going to attempt to stab it with only using 1 dagger this time, and she manages to do some damage.
What'd she hit it with?
She hit it with a dagger. Alright, and then it is now Pelias' turn, who is also going to knock an arrow and shoot at the wolf. Wolf 1, which is the same wolf you shot at first, is like, if we could just get the wolves out in front of us gone, then maybe we might be able to run for an escape.
Do we run or do we fight?
If it's a choice between run and die, I choose running, like a coward, screaming at the top of my lungs, like a newborn babe.
I thought you were a proud member of the Ranger Society.
I'm a low-level, proud member of the Ranger Society, but they don't pay me enough for this.
Do you have a horn that you can toot?
I don't toot horns. We do things in stealth, generally.
Horn tooting is important here.
What do I look like, a cavalier? Just because I have a mount doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, you amounted to nothing. Ouch.
I amounted to hitting something, which is more than what you did.
Something?
Not in this combat, you haven't.
That's not true.
Well, what about the last one?
I missed that arrow, but I know where it is. But I look at Clyde's like, I hit someone?
I don't know if we can count that. That sounds like friendly fire.
Sorry, Clyde.
And Clyde is like, luckily I'm not facing behind you, or else I might purposefully shoot you in the shoulder. And he shoots in front of him.
You know, threatening to shoot me doesn't do anything to deepen our relationship, Clyde.
Also at Wolf 1. Between him and Pelias, they managed to kill Wolf 1.
Okay, good job.
And then it would then be some of the wolves' turn, and they are slowly going to start...
We have horses.
Yeah, I know. Some of you have horses.
I know.
Wolf 3 and 4 are actually going to... Crystal lunged at Wolf 4, so Wolf 3 and 4 are actually going to attempt to attack her.
Okay.
And they're going to roll there to hit. And one of them does manage to hit her. And they get a bite attack off on Crystal. And Crystal kind of winces in pain as it nips at her shins, tearing off a little piece of flesh. And does 3 damage.
Mm-hmm. Wolves, man.
Wolves, man.
Wolves.
I'll tear you to shreds, little by little by little. That's why they hunt in packs. And actually now wolves 5 and 6. 5 is also going to go after Crystal. 6 is going to go after Grog. 6 closes in on Grog. Doesn't know what to do with this big hunk of man meat.
Grog, intimidate them. Flex your muscles.
I don't know where the beasties respond to the flexing of the muscles. It works well on the humans because they realize that my muscles are the size of watermelons and I could crush their head with my pinky, but I don't think wolves respond with that the same.
Fine, crush one of their heads with a pinky.
Alright, I'll get right on that.
I'm not asking for too much.
Now, wolves 5, 7, 8, and 9 are all going after Pelias, who is still healing from the previous encounter.
If he dies an honorable death. I don't say this out loud. I'm thinking it though.
7 and 9 start trying to nip at the heels of his horse, and his horse kind of reins up on its hind legs and manages to kick them away.
Okay.
But the 8th one actually does get a hold of Pelias' legs and starts to attempt to drag him off of his horse. And manages to do 7 damage. That's more than your wolf's ever done.
Excuse me, sir. Leave him alone. He's the king.
He's trying to be.
No, he did 7 damage last in against the dire bear.
Oh, did he do 7 damage against the
Yeah.
dragon? Oh, nice. Alright.
Whose turn is it?
I do believe that it is now your turn.
Alright. Clyde? I'm so sorry for shooting him in the thigh.
Yeah, appreciate the sentiment. Would appreciate some action.
Okay. I cannot. Okay, if I slide off the horse, is that considered my 5-foot step?
Yeah, I'd count that as a free 5-foot step.
Okay.
You can do that as a free action.
Okay, I hop off the horse.
Okay.
I won't shoot you in the leg again.
Appreciate it.
Alright, more likely I'll die this way, but let's go. So I'm gonna try and I'll knock an arrow and I'll shoot.
What are you shooting at?
A wolf! I'm shooting at a wolf.
Which wolf?
Which one is
You.
There, 7, sure.
You're shooting at 7, okay. What's here to hit?
It's a 14.
You hit.
Yes!
Roll damage.
5 plus 2, so that's 7. And then 9.
9 damage, got it. Thank you.
And then I'm gonna try again.
Okay, you may.
Same wolf.
Same wolf. Do it again.
I hit.
Yes, you do. You hit it again. Roll damage.
It's a 2, 4. We don't add it. Yeah. Okay.
Not getting any bonuses right now, really.
Yeah. So it's just 4.
All right, you managed to kill it. You kill Wolf 7, which was nipping at Pelias' horse.
Oh dang, Clyde! See, it was just because I was sitting on your horse. Too high a vantage point.
Apparently, you don't work well. The one on top.
Yeah, I like being on the bottom.
He blushes at this. Doesn't know how to respond snarkily.
Cause you're the one who makes these
And
jokes
it's time
all day.
for Nichia to make his action.
All right, the king. You must make the best of the attacks. Attack. You don't attack. Nichia, no.
Nichia's kind of cowering and whimpering because wolves 2 and 3 are currently glaring at him, and they seem a lot more feral and savage. And he's been fed meat every day and does not know how to hunt.
Nichia, we will starve you until you learn how to hunt.
And he's just kind of whimpering, and the king looks terrified. He's no longer this proud wolf.
Can he not make an attack again?
He can roll, and he can attempt to. And once the wolves
they called him a bad name. They called me a bad name. He's like, I will not tolerate this, and he attacks.
I was going to say that wolves 2 and 3 were cornering him, backing him up, and his savage feral instincts kicked in. And as one took one step too close, he felt too cornered and lunged and lashed out in fear, and managed to bite one and do a whole whopping 4 damage.
No, 5.
5 damage. Good job.
+1.
He did a whole 5 damage to Wolf 3. The wolves 2 and 3 are advancing upon him.
There is my king.
Cornered and terrified.
Okay, you know what? He's trying more than Clyde's horse does.
What's his AC?
14, just like any other wolf.
Okay, that's what I figured. Okay. One of the wolves does manage to get a bite off on him. And does 7 damage.
And she do not die. I don't.
And you hear an ow! As he kind of gets his leg bitten, he's bleeding.
Is that a grapple check?
No, it just was a bite. It just bit and let go. It is not trying to drag him back into the rest. Okay?
Is that a grapple?
It was not a grapple check.
Is everything a grapple check?
And it's now Crystal's turn, and she's trying to fend off 2 of the wolves herself.
Is that a duck?
Shut up, woman! No one asked you about ducks. And Crystal rolls, and she manages to...
To explain, folks, we were driving one day, and there was a bird that flew outside the window. And Quintin's first response was that a duck?
Ducks are birds.
It was a pigeon.
Pigeons aren't local here. There's no way it was a pigeon.
A mourning dove.
Okay, potentially. From the roadside.
But it was not a duck.
It was on the road, and it looked like a baby duckling. Irrelevant to the situation.
Baby ducklings can't fly!
I realized it wasn't a duck after the fact.
Okay, anyway.
Crystal managed to stab Wolf 4 and kill Wolf 4 and stab Wolf 5.
Pelias, I don't think we need to run.
And they're backing off now. And Pelias, like, we might be able to handle this. This isn't part of the normal storyline that I run through. Haven't fought wolves before.
What happens if you die, Pelias? Do you respawn?
Get reincarnated as a slime?
Don't kill me to see this!
I thought about it.
Peleus is going to attempt to shoot at the wolves that are surrounding him. And he manages to shoot one of the wolves that is currently gnawing on his leg. And shoots it right in the back in one of the muscles, and it lodges in the shoulder blade. And the wolf kind of winces off and lets go of his leg. And Peleus is able to mildly recover, slinking away with
Nice job, Pel-pel.
a measly 3 HP left.
Nice job, Pel-pel.
You know, if the nickname wasn't so demeaning, I would take compliment to that response. Clyde is like, I don't know if you noticed, little lady, but your dog over there is kind of getting attacked. And Clyde is laying down some suppressive fire on the wolves that are attempting to eat your wolf. And he does manage to hit one of them, dealing 7 damage, and he hits the other one, dealing another 7 damage.
Well, thank you, Clyde. It's not like I couldn't feel his pain.
You can.
I can. Emotional pain. Terrible.
Okay then. And it is Grog's turn.
Looks like, alright, so crush them with a pinky.
Oh, God.
Holds up his hand with his one pinky, and he attempts to flick it.
Flick. Please tell me he just bops its head off.
You rolled well. He manages to hit this wolf, and he flicks it right between the eyes. And he's a big boy.
Come on, man.
And
His pinky does a D8 of damage.
it's an unarmed strike, and he's a large creature, so that's how much damage it should do. And Grog flicks this wolf with his pinky. The wolf skids back 5 feet and looks as if its neck was broken, and it's laying on the ground.
Dead?
Dead.
Grog, I said to smash its head.
I
Not
did.
just...
I smashed it in. There's probably a cave in.
I wanted a little bit more gore. I'm just kidding. No, you're fine. You did a great
I'll
job.
go over and rip it off then. And he just starts to walk over to the wall.
No,
I've still got another action in my round.
no, you don't have to. Kill another wolf.
But I already walked over. It's too late. I used my movement action already.
Dang it, Grog.
So he's walked over to this dead wolf carcass now. Okay.
Keep calling me sweet cheeks. Slide and see what happens to the wolves.
And the wolves are lunging at Peleus' leg, realizing that he is low, but are unable to get past his AC, luckily, as he's warding them off. Now, while the wolves are low, they are actually still attempting to hit Nichia. How much HP does he have left?
I don't have to tell you that. I'll tell you if he dies.
Does he have more than 12 HP? Are you sure? What? Yeah, he does.
He took -7.
No, I know. I meant total.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he just took another 5.
Okay.
This is Wolf 3's attack.
It hits.
Hits with a 17. It's 6 damage.
Mm.
Now, remember, that just means your wolf's bleeding out and unconscious.
He's not bleeding out.
Wouldn't he be?
No, he's unconscious. He's not bleeding.
He's dying.
He's dying.
Yes, which means when you're
He
dying,
has to make
you
a
take
save.
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he has to make a fortitude save.
Okay. He makes a fortitude save at the end of his turn. At the end of the round, I think.
Okay. So he's currently
Or at the top of the round.
at
something
negative
like
18.
that. Uh-huh.
So, no, not negative 18. He's at minus 18, which puts him at a -5 total.
Mm-hmm.
So -5. Now, what does he have to reach to be considered dead?
15, -15.
He has to reach -15 because that's his constitution score?
Yeah.
Okay. He has to reach a -15, so he has 10 points of damage to play with before he is dead.
Ooh, can I get an rage bonus because true love, man? No, I'm kidding.
That was be for Rain.
I know.
This is not Rain.
I know.
This is Nichia.
You don't understand. I associate all dogs that I love with my dog.
Okay, so Wolves 2 and 3 are still looking over to Chia, looking like they're about to eat him.
Okay, is
There.
it my turn?
It's now your turn.
Okay.
It would be Nichia's turn as well, but after you. What are you gonna do?
Wolf 3 is the lowest.
Okay. Can I make a charge attack? I can.
Yes, you would be able to make a charge attack, but that would be a full round action.
I know. And if I miss, that'd be really bad.
You could charge and stab Wolf 3 or Wolf 2.
I have a higher chance of hitting the wolves with my short bow. I'll do that.
Okay, so you're gonna shoot arrows. Get off my wolfie.
I hit.
You
First
hit.
one.
Wonderful.
Too bad it's not a crit.
Unfortunately. It's dead.
Yeah, okay.
Wolf
Wolf
3
2.
is dead.
-5, but plus my...
EAB.
Yeah, I know.
Your
Give me a
dexterity.
second. Yeah, no, I hit. It's still, it says,
No, you're
No, I
11.
miss.
You miss.
I missed. Dang it.
Okay, your
Keep note of arrows.
tears are crying down your face and streaming, and as you go with your second attack with exhaustion, you miss.
What?
I assumed you're emotional that your wolf is getting mauled.
I'm upset, yes?
Okay.
But I maintain composure.
Crystal is currently in her dastardly fight with 2 wolves.
She
and
sees
she
the wolves.
hears Nachia's and as he sighs and falls to the ground, her head turns and her eyes are ablazing with rage. And she charges at Wolf 2 and she says, "Pissed off attack!"
Does she have true love for my wolf?
She has true love for all animals, okay? And she goes in and she lunges and pierces a dagger straight through the heart of this wolf. And this wolf has absolutely no chance of surviving. And Wolf 2 dies as well.
Okay. How many wolves are left?
While she was running,
the
the 2 wolves that were fighting her get attacks of opportunity because she decided to attempt to run through a contested square. One of them does manage to hit, and it nips at her heel, doing another 3 damage to her.
Ooh.
Okay. And it is now Peliotis' turn.
Peliotis.
Oh, I'm sorry, Pelias.
I know, I want to call him Peliotis too.
Dang it.
Sir Peliotis.
Shut up. This is not... No, good show. Wrong one.
No, Sir Peliotis.
You want to make him Sir Peliotis?
No.
If he lives through this and levels up, maybe. It's a trick.
It's not true. NPCs can technically level.
Not this one. He rolls and he crits and knocks out Wolf 9. So there are 3 wolves left.
Okay.
4, 5, and 8.
Okay.
And 8 is still going to hit Pelias, but misses.
Okay.
And it is now Grog's turn.
Alright, Grog, come on.
And Grog walks up to the wolf carcass.
Dang it, Grog, this is a waste of an action.
He picks it up.
He throws it.
He rips it in half. Blood rains down on top of him, and he rolls an intimidate check. And with a feral roar, Grog! He lets out this deep bellow, with each side of the wolf carcass in either hand, holding it by each one of its 2 legs on either side. All of the wolves look to him, realize all of their fallen compatriots, and decide that maybe it would be better to try and eat another day. And all the remaining 3 limp away. And the combat is ended.
Okay. I immediately run over to Chia.
Mhm.
Heal checks.
Okay, you're going to heal check to stabilize him?
Yeah.
Okay. So we will...
I can't do anything. I'm emotionally distraught. It's not
You are
happening.
unable to do something. But luckily Crystal is already over there, and
My emotions finally wear down on me, and I start crying. So I can't heal people through my tears.
yeah. So now you start crying, sure. But she is able to, with her med kit, put a healing salve, cover up his wound, and then wraps it in a bandage. He is no longer going to be.
I pick him up and I put him on Clyde's horse and I'm like, carry him for me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She says, "No, that could hurt the poor little guy. Grog, you get over here."
We'll be fine.
No. I'm not taking any chances. What if the bandages get loose? What if the healing salve runs out? What if the horse, its hind legs are too much?
I go collect my arrow while she's talking like this.
And she has Grog carrying your wolf like a little baby in his arms. And she's bandaged him up properly and stabilized his bleeding.
What wolf is this?
It's the team mascot.
Last
He
time
is
I
the
checked, it was my companion, but sure.
Yeah, and look what happened. He almost died. So she is lovingly caring to your wolf because she bought healing kits from the other alchemists.
Okay.
And she salved him and put a band-aid on him so he's no longer at risk of dying, and he's no longer going to be taking a consistent. He doesn't have to make a fortitude save or anything, but he is still at the negative HP, and he's
somewhere.
he's unconscious still, and we'll have to recover that.
Yeah.
But is considered to be resting, and as long as he continues to rest, we'll heal it back past him.
Okay. What was the experience?
Okay,
game?
so that was not according to schedule. We're supposed to come back before sunset, have to deal with these kind of things. Do you know what kind of crazy creatures that can be out here?
Yep.
Oh, let's not do that again. So you guys managed to, out of the 9, defeat 6 wolves before Grog intimidated the other ones away. Meaning that there was that much experience to be gained. You gained 480 experience.
Thank God.
For the encounter with those wolves. And luckily you do level up.
You said it was 400 and what?
480.
Yes. A level. Levels are important here, guys. 345. Oh, and I guess what I probably get. A feat. Leg out.
Because you're a fighter.
Because I am a feater.
And fighters get feats.
Okay. Fighters get feats. Okay, so I guess we make our way back town.
So you make your way back town. And you part with Pelias, and he's like, that was a lot more strenuous than all of the other runs. Can we not do that again tomorrow? Because, arguably, if you come into the Ranger Society and talk to me, I'm obligated to say meet me at 5 a.m. the next day.
Every single time?
Every single time.
Every single time?
As long as you pass a DC 15 diplomacy check. And that one's really convincing. I know I am. Look, honestly, you're more suited for that than I am. You would have picked up a couple of discovery points on your way. After having gone through those areas, you could probably go through the territories on your own.
Are you just saying you don't want to do your job anymore?
I'm tired of my job. I'm being quite honest. I might take an early retirement.
As an NPC?
Delete me already, please.
Delete me already, please.
And with our heroes limping back, Grog at half HP, Crystal having bloody scars on her kneecaps, Clyde having almost being eaten by a praying mantis, and Nichia faint in Grog's arms, we are ending there for the session.
Oh, well that sucks.
On a morbid note, but at the same time, everyone survived. Congratulations, well done. And I hope to see everyone next time. Have a good night.
Alright, ciao everybody.